My name is Hans Dick. I'm the Global Product Manager for GeoTHERMal in SLB. And I'm thrilled to be here at GeoTHERM 2024. So in SLB, we want to be recognized as a technology leader in the geothermal space. We have a very wide portfolio of services and products that we are deploying in geothermal. Maybe I would like to give you a few examples of that. One is in Paris for a heating application. We successfully deployed GeoTHERM with Periscope HD and Echoscope. It's a first in the geothermal industry, and we demonstrated how relevant, in some cases, fit-for-purpose technology application can make a difference in geothermal. So this is a well that was not viable in the original conceptualization, and by being able to drill horizontally and navigating in layers that were in the order of 2 meters thin, maximizing our navigation in these layers, we managed to obtain a very productive well. A well that originally, if you compare the actual result with the original anticipated production, was in the order of 3.5 production times more than the original plan. So very successful application. Other example is our Thermal ESP. It's obviously an ESP pump that we're deploying. We started deploying in Turkey. By now we have more than 15 pumps that we have deployed. It's one of the challenges that the industry had in terms of having a reliable high temperature ESP that could and obviously demonstrate the increase in production while obviously minimizing your parasitic load. So tremendous success in Turkey, and now it's something that we started to deploy in other countries in the world. But it started in Turkey, and it's been really, really successful. We have other examples in Germany where we are participating with the geothermal developers in drilling. We have several services that we have deployed demonstrating the drilling performance, minimizing drilling times, deploying LWD, RSS. If you look at the German market, we have shown in the recent years an evolution where typically there was a lot of risk aversion, a lot of drilling problems, and going for maybe more simpler, lower, less complex wells, drilling with kind of rotary VHAs. Now you're seeing typically not only the motor and MWD, but now you're seeing RSS. We're combining RSS and LWD. Some cases we have other services like OptiWell that are ensuring that we drill efficiently, very good performance, and obviously lowering the cost per foot for geothermal developers. So I think those are good examples of technology application in Europe for geothermal. So definitely, obviously, one of the challenges of the decarbonization journey is heating and cooling of buildings. I think definitely in Europe, you're seeing probably one of the leading geographies in terms of deploying this type of solutions in cities across the board. You pretty much see municipalities taking some of these projects on their own, having the need to find a solution to lower their carbon footprint. So all in all, this is something where I think some of the examples like I was giving from Paris is helping to make these projects viable. And obviously it's not, these are projects that typically have some. The reality is geothermal has some challenges from a commercial point of view. Let's be realistic. I think some of the funding mechanisms that are being brought, for example, in the EU, are helping to accelerate that growth. I think we need more of that. We need both to continue working together with developers to lower costs of the wells, to make sure that those wells are more productive, and of course that we use those funding mechanisms to continue accelerating geothermal development overall. So heating definitely is becoming Europe is one of the hotspots in the world, one of the leading hotspots in the world, and definitely we're seeing more and more wells being drilled across the board. Geothermics has been part of SLB for quite some time. Last year we celebrated 50 years. Very proud of the achievements that geothermics has brought to the geothermal industry as a whole. So already since 2010 they've been part of Schlumberger in SLB, and they have helped us to obviously understand where are the bottlenecks, where are the challenges, technical challenges of the industry, and where we need to focus in terms of technology development. They continue to be recognized as one of the leading consulting companies in the world that help customers understand what is the resource, put a project plan together, de-risk their project, and make sure that those projects come to fruition successfully. In terms of Celsius, it's a wonderful story of a startup within SLB, where a group of people had the initiative to find a solution for a very particular market. In this case, not only heating, but the ground source. What it's called, recognized as ground source heat pumps for cooling in heating, and which we are using the term geoenergy. So great story about how you can incubate an idea and develop it and turning into a startup, where now they have gone from initial incubation all the way to commercialization, and they're now in full deployment. Scaling up and obviously both becoming a business and then also helping the world in their decarbonization journey.